Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Ashtatarashta Shri Srimad Abhaicharam Bhakti Vardhan Swami Prabhupada ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Nama Acharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vas Adi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Radha Kund Shyama Kund Giri Govardhan ki Vrindavan Dham ki Mayapur Dham ki Ganga Mai ki Yamuna Mai ki Tulsi Devi ki Bhakti Devi ki Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai Nitai Gaur Pramanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories are good to Shri Gauranga. All glories to Shri Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay, so reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 14 and text 44, the last text, I believe. Yeah. So please repeat. Kaccit preṣṭha-tamena hṛdayenātma-bandhunā śūnyo asmi rahito nityam manyase nyathā naruk kaccit preṣṭha-tamenātha hṛdayenātma-bandhunā śūnyo asmi rahito nityam manyase nyathā naruk kaccit preṣṭha-tamenātha hṛdayenātma-bandhunā śūnyosmi rahito nityam manyase nyathā naruk kaccit preṣṭha-tamenātha hṛdayenātma-bandhunā śūnyosmi rahito nityam manyase nyathā naruk. Matajis? Kaccit, whether, preṣṭha-tamena, unto the most dear one. Atha, my brother Arjuna. hṛdayena, most intimate. ātma-bandhunā, own friend, Lord Kṛṣṇa. śūnyaḥ, void. Asmi, I am. rahitaḥ, having lost. nityam, for all time. manyase, you think. Your. anyathā, otherwise. Never. Ruk, mental distress. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. All the inquisitiveness of Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira about the world situation was already conjectured by Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira on the basis of Lord Kṛṣṇa's disappearance from the vision of the world, and this was now disclosed by him because of the acute dejection of Arjuna, which could not have been possible otherwise. So even though he was doubtful about it, he was obliged to inquire frankly from Arjuna on the basis of Śrī Nārada's indication. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the first canto, 14th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled The Disappearance of Lord Kṛṣṇa. Haribo. Yeah, it's interesting, the whole chapter. It's also very sad chapter. We see how the Pandavas actually, I mean, you see the dealings, right? Dealing of Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira with Arjuna. Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira, no, he knew, because Narada Muni indicated that Krishna will leave, but he was not able to accept it because of his relationship, of his friendship. So, sometimes, we see when the friendship is really, really deep, then the interactions are also very deep, you can say. And when the dear friend then departs, then it's hard to believe. So even though he sees Arjuna coming from Dwaraka after a very long time, no news, and he sees him dejected. So immediately, he never saw Arjuna like that before. And so he's wondering, what's wrong? And he already, subconsciously he knows. And he is hoping that there is some other reason. Then he inquires, okay, so are people not treating you properly? Or did you offend someone? Or did you, I think he also said that, well, maybe you took prasad alone, not sharing. So he is giving all these reasons, hoping that some of them actually will be the one which it's less painful than the one which knowing this is probably the real one. So here we can see real relationship, real friendship. Nowadays, where do you see it? Where are the relationships? Where people care about each other? It's very, very rare. How can you? I mean, when people now have their friends on Facebook or whatever other social media, how can you develop a relationship? It's just a name, but it's not in the reality. Who is your friend, right? How much are you willing to do for your friend? Like an example, you get some phone call in the middle of the night, and your friend tells you that he was going somewhere, to Calcutta, and he had an accident, and then he needs some help. How much will you be able to do? Right? It's yeah, okay, I'll call someone. Yeah, I'll call the ambulance or call the police, and then, no, they will take care. So please just be peaceful. Or will you jump into a car and immediately go and see what is happening? It's natural. Some people are more dear to us than some other ones. And it's very natural that in our lifetime, we don't develop too many of very deep, intimate relationships. That's just the nature. Then why is that? What is actually the center of relationship? Now, two people can have relationship. But how do they develop the relationship? First of all, there must be some commonality. It's okay, leave it there. There must be some commonality. Something. Okay, if it holds. right? So you may have somebody is a singer. So then he meets someone who is also a singer. So they have some commonality. Okay, no, I sing like this, or no, I sing like that. So then we can maybe share, and based on that, okay, let's be friends. But it's going to stay then on the platform of then just the singing. There's the commonality. So I'm willing to be your friend, and I'm willing to accept then you as my friend. It means now I'm willing to accept what you have without really judging you. Right? So that's the commonality. So, and greater the commonality, greater the common interest, then greater the relationship. That's very natural. No, you cannot have really friends. No, if you don't share anything common. Now somebody may say so that well, yeah, I have so many friends. Yeah, on the Facebook, I have thousands of friends. Who are your friends? there was some case. It was many years ago. Just at the beginning of the social media. And it happened somewhere in England. There was some girl, and she had like, I don't know, like 200-300 friends. And her birthday was coming. So she invited her friends for a birthday party. And then she wakes up in the morning and around her house, and she sees like 100 people. No, try to knock on the door, no, just getting in. What is people? What's happening? We are your friends. You invited us, you don't know? And then some like old people and some punks and just, I have no idea. Come on, no, you just invited us. So, no, eventually they dispersed. No, she didn't let anybody in. She learned the hard way. So, who are the friends, right? I have nothing in common with them, except that somebody says that they are my friends, no? But am I going to invite them in my house? No. That's not. No, she didn't intend that. We also wouldn't intend that. But it's created for business. So sometimes, you see, when people have a lot of money, they generally have a lot of friends. Friends for what? Are they the friends who share some common interest? Yes, there is common interest, but the common interest is your money. As long as you have money, you have friends. When money dries up, oh yeah, okay, so now I have to go. No, sorry, can you help me? No, I cannot. Then when you are in a difficulty, that's when you understand who is your friend. Because when you are doing very well, then generally you have many friends. But those are not friends. So Rupa Goswami, he gives us very detailed description of actually how we can maintain such friendship. Darati pratigrihnati guhumakti prichati bhonkte bojayate. So this is how we share. And that's not just on the spiritual platform. That's sharing friendship. That's actually the commonalities. And this is how you deepen affection for each other. So he warns us, okay, no, you should practice these think among devotees. Because if you practice them with non-devotees, you also develop affection for them. But then they will pull you down. Then you will be not progressing towards spiritual path, but you will be progressing on the material path. So you should be careful. Your choice. Nonetheless, no, they are valid on the material platform, they are valid on the spiritual platform. So for the devotees, then like we were saying, okay, the singers, right? So then they have some interest in singing. Or there may be some, maybe cycling, right? So, okay, I'm cycling, you're cycling. Let's get together and we can be friends and cycle together and then it's fun, So there are anything. Now, like Srila Prabhupada talks about the clubs, right? So this club, that club, they're basically people who are interested in certain activity, and then at least get them together and they can be more friendly. So then we have the golf club, people just play golf, or you have some drinking club, they like to drink alcohol, So anything, you can concoct anything. But Srila Prabhupada warns us against that. But for devotees, the commonality should be Krishna. I love, or maybe I attempt to love Krishna. I attempt to understand how the acharyas talk about devotional service. I'm trying to. Are you also trying? So, okay, let's try together. Or that's the commonality of the relationship of a devotee. And when the relationship is real, then sometimes comes, well, I have these difficulties. What should I do? Guhyaki Prichati, right? He's unafraid to speak up. Because I want to serve Krishna. But I have some obstacles. What can I do? How to remove the obstacles? I want to be serious, but Maya is sometimes strong. So that's the aspect. The aspect of that we care about each other. The aspect of compassion. You don't really see compassion in among the non-devotees. Because you see, like, devotees, one of the most important qualities of a devotee should be that devotee should not harm any living entity. Now, harm living entity doesn't mean that you just punch someone, but harming can be physical, can be mental, can be many forms, and any living entity. So then, what does that mean? We have to develop compassion then for all the living entities. On the material sphere, then you see, and sometimes people become, first, they may have compassion for themselves, right? I will be very careful about caring about myself. But then, that's the anamoy. Then pranamoy, then it expands. I have a friend, okay, so I will protect my friend. I will protect my family. But when it comes like that, then that's what it becomes, like the mafia, right? The mafia, I mean, all they do is they're protecting their family. And if anybody tries something, they kill them. Well, they're not my family, so what's the big deal? So that's the concept. Or then it becomes bigger. The patriotism protects country. No. Yes, no. We will show them. Let's kill them all. No. It's just another way of pranamaya. Just it's expanded, but nonetheless, is still very small. Or one becomes philanthropist. Philanthropist means what? Just he cares about humanity. What about the animals? Like you see, in Europe and America also, there are laws which put the status of dogs almost to the status of human beings. You kill a dog, you go to jail. No. But what about the cows? No. Where is the common sense? Why did we decide the dog is like a human, should be treated like a human, but cow, it's just like nothing, less than nothing. You can kill them, no problem. Concoction, mental concoction. So where is the compassion there? The real compassion only is manifested among devotees. Because devotees, they understand. What do they understand? What Krishna likes, what Krishna does, how he wants me to do it, I'll do. And what Krishna doesn't like, the way how he doesn't want me to act, I will avoid. It's simple. I do things to please Krishna, and I avoid things which displease Krishna. And then it's very simple. And now we have to then always question our activity. I'm going to do this now. Is it going to please Krishna or not? How do I know? I don't know Krishna. Then how do I know if it's going to please him or not? Well, we have Guru Sadhu Shastra. And then we can see. Guru Sadhu Shastra speaks. This activity is good, is beneficial, this is how we should act. And this activity, no, don't do it. It's not good. So being violent, it's not good. You should avoid it. Committing aparad, it's not good. You should avoid it. Serving devotees is good. We should do. That helps our progress. Practicing the loving exchanges, that's good among devotees. Do it. So we have very clear indications what we should do, what we should not do. Now the question is, how do we recognize then what actually is spoken by the Guru Sadhu Shastra? How do we know that, okay, I'm not making it up? Now, sometimes Shastra can be very confusing. Sometimes one acharya may say something and other acharya, we may think that he says something else. especially, like we talked before, now Srila Prabhupada's books, they are transcendental literature. So different people may get different instructions from Srila Prabhupada by reading the books. And they may not understand that if they read again, then they may get more, they will get more realizations, more. So they may conclude, well, this is not good enough for me. Like, I've heard some devotees talking about at the end of the fourth canto, then we have a King Puranjana. But this is purely basically about sex. That's about material life. It's about sex. And oh no, but that should not be in Bhagavatam. So, why not? What's wrong with that being in Bhagavatam? This is exactly to show us where we are. And unless we realize where we are, how can we move forward? So this is analyzing the material life as it is. And if we read this, then we understand that we are the Puranjana. It's about us, about our body. And when we realize that, then realization means, wow, yeah, it's true. I have to end this. This is not for me. And can move forward. So first we have to realize that what we do, sometimes we are wrong. We make mistakes. And only when we realize that we make mistake, then there is a possibility of that we will change. We will try to fix the mistake. Otherwise, what's going to happen that we figure out, no, I didn't make any mistake. I'm right. Everybody else is wrong. So, I'm perfect. So when everybody is telling me that I'm wrong, no, they don't know. I'm right. And I can live with that for the rest of my life, not knowing that I'm completely wrong. And because I don't know, I don't accept it, why should I change? So then the first condition to actually get a realization is to accept that I don't have it. To change our mentality, we have to accept that maybe I'm not completely right. So how do I become right? Guru Sadhu Shastra, association. And we have to become very responsible. How we live our life, how we deal with others, how we deal with ourselves. Now you see, the Pandavas, they very much lived and did everything for Krishna. And because of that, they were so close to each other. They had the superior relationships because of their relationship with Krishna. And yes, sure, they committed mistakes, but they always found a way how to solve their problem and not blame each other, but try to more surrender to Krishna. So like you see, for example, Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira, playing the dice. The Pandavas, could have really blasphemed him, right? What did you do? No, you lost our kingdom. You lost our wife. No, how would anybody else react? But he didn't have any other option, really, at that moment. And everybody took it. Well, what to do? It is Krishna's arrangement. But this is not very easy to understand if we are not on that platform. But when it comes to, and after coming back from the forest, that they were out for 12 years, then Queen Kunti, she is praying, oh, now I am in the palace and then so much of enjoyment is there. Please let me go back to forest. And these queens and princesses, they are very, they live in comfort. They need, excellent, everything, very opulent. Forest is nothing by that, nothing of that. But she is praying, please let me go back to the forest. Why? Because Krishna was with us. So, their relationship with Krishna is above everything. And then because of that, they were able to live together, always be compassionate to each other, helping each other, never blame each other. That's how devotees should be. So we should look how we can help, how we can develop such relationships. Because that will help us to progress on the spiritual platform. What do we think that is going to happen in the spiritual world? We are going to be blaspheming each other? And with that mentality that we will be able to go? No. Everybody is there looking for how they can serve Narayan, how we can serve Krishna. Depends on their desire. But Krishna, he is the center. And we serve him. And we serve him together. So we have to now cooperate. When there is no cooperation, Krishna doesn't like it. It hurts him. So the same way it's here. When Krishna sees that devotees are fighting, that they are blaspheming each other, Krishna, it gives him pain. He doesn't like it. But when he sees how devotees are cooperating with each other, how they are working together to please him, making projects, harinams, anything, how they are compassionate, Krishna is very pleased. And when Krishna is pleased, then everybody is pleased. That's the secret. So we should try to develop that. How we can be compassionate. You see, the compassion among devotees manifests as friendship. Then, for the innocent people, who are not the devotees, but the innocent, for them, it manifests as a mercy. You preach to them. Give books, prasadam, talk, just explain to them. Then, and they become very happy. And for those then who are, you can say the atheists, those who don't want to hear, then being indifferent. No? That means we don't have to criticize. Don't need to criticize anyone. If you cannot deal with him or with the situation, it's just indifference. Okay, well, let him first realize that what is he doing, that it's not the best, and then then we talk a little later. Like the example of Ajamil, right? He was in illusion for basically the whole life. But he had some seed of realization from his upbringing. So when the real test for what is he going to do when he is going to die, that came, he still did remember Narayan. That he gave the name of Narayan to his son, it wasn't an accident. It was sentiment maybe. It was something, some feelings. And then at the time of death, remembering him, he actually wanted to remember Narayan. He knew that what he's doing is not right. But if somebody would preach to him that time, then he would not accept. So, indifference, that was for him. Nobody did preach to him, really. Probably. But he realized. So, but we should not be indifferent to each other among devotees. That's not how it's supposed to be practiced. That's not a compassion. So the devotees, we should trust, we should believe that the devotees are all trying to serve Krishna. Maybe different capacity, maybe different level. Nonetheless, everyone is trying. So how can we help ourselves? How can we help then each other to deepen the realization? Then, increase the endeavor. So that is our goal. That's our realization. That's what we should be looking for. And at the same time, then we should be very conscious what we decide that we want to do. Because every moment, we are making decisions. Every moment, then, we decide what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this or that. Right? I mean, you had the decision whether you are coming for a class or not, whether you are going for the temple or not, going for Mangalarati or not, or are you going to eat now or not. Every moment, we are making decisions. And everybody has the free will to make any decisions they want, right? Because it's coming, it's Krishna's potency, the free will we have. But unlike Krishna, we don't have the shaktis, the energies which fulfill every will of Krishna. Krishna is the Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Bala Shakti, Ichha Shakti. So he has that, we don't. So we are willing to do something, but we already expect some results to come. That's why I'm willing to do it. But it not always happens. In fact, most of the time doesn't happen. So we can do whatever we want. Anything. Unfortunately, we are not in control what's going to come for it. That's not under our control. So then when we desire to do some nonsense, we do nonsense, and we get back some reaction which we don't like, then we are all upset. But that's just how it works. These are the laws of nature. You are in control of what you want to do. You are not in control of what you get for it. If you realize that, then you start controlling yourself what you want to do. Restriction, right? For the principles, well, Guru Sadhu Shastra, yama niyama. And then we start getting better reactions. So if we understand this point, then we can also develop more compassion. Because we see somebody is doing some nonsense. Then rather than kind of like trying to get on his case or do anything to punish him or like that, rather just be compassionate and then try to correct him. Then we can move forward. We can develop friendship with the person. So this is the crux of devotional service, relationships. And here in this chapter, it was very nicely described, just how it works. How intimate, how deep the relationships can get among devotees. And because of that, then devotees are happy. And devotees can accept any calamity, understanding that it's Krishna's arrangement. So, that's... Anyway, any questions? Yes? True? No. See, there is a difference between those who don't want to really accept Krishna consciousness, and there are those who are like inimical to Krishna consciousness. But we see, and compassion can be developed for all. It's just the question how much the devotee is capable. So, Madhyamadikari, when he cannot deal with, then he will just keep the indifference. But Uttamadikari, he is not aware of who has what conditioning. He will deal with everybody the same. Now you see like Jagaya Madai, they were like definitely inimical towards anything Krishna conscious. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then he showed kind of like how should be dealt with these people. But you see the reaction of Nityananda Prabhu. Please, Don't harm them. Don't kill them. No. They will get better. That's a compassion. So yes, we have, when we can help someone, then we should. And even if you at the moment cannot help, then do something kind of like at least for his benefit. That maybe he is so anemical, then maybe just, even if he says Hare Krishna in contempt, he benefits. The benefit may not be immediately seen, but you never know. Kind of like, he may get some dream when Nrsimha is coming and ripping him apart, and he wakes up and then, where is the devotee? I have to surrender to him. You never know. The Lord has plans for everyone. So there is no fear. Just the devotee should do whatever is the best at the moment, according to his intelligence, what he can do, and then just be satisfied with that, and it will work out. Actually, see, everybody is a devotee. The question is that whether we know that or not, whether we have realized it or not. That's all. So, few realized it. Many, they are not knowing about it yet. But if you present it properly to them, then they will be very happy to accept. And again, there are few of those who are very, very inimical towards. You see, like Hiranyakashipu, he was definitely an enemy. But Prahlad Maharaj, how compassionate he was. I mean, he was trying to kill him so many times. His father. But Prahlad Maharaj, when it comes to, he showed so compassion, not so much compassion for his father. And had no reason. And sometimes people may feel like compassion means actually it's weakness. Oh, you don't want to do it. You are not strong enough to stand up and then fight. No. This is just a different guna. You deal differently. Or when it comes to, say, for example, the Brahmanas dealing with King Vena. Right? They were compassionate for the people, and they understood that bad king, it's not so good, but better than no king. But when it comes to then Vena becomes so proud and disturbing everybody and stopping sacrifices, then the Brahmanas basically they come to him and they say, hey, what are you doing? No, this is not good. No, stop that. Just continue being like just bad king, but don't disturb the sages and the Brahmanas. He said, who are you to tell me? I am the Lord of everyone and everything. They understood. So he's just got nuts. No, he's gone nuts and forget. So kill him. That's also compassion. Because he was making so much of karma, bad karma for himself, that not to kill him is the best. Same like the king, when somebody kills someone, then to execute him is best for him. It's only which is not understood because of the atheistic mentality, thinking that this is it, that this is the body, that nobody controls that, so you should enjoy it as much as you can, so therefore you should not kill a person. But you should kill a cow and things like that, that's not a problem. It's just completely mad. These people are mad. They don't understand. But at the same time, the Brahmanas, they basically killed Vena because he was so bad. But it was that the kingdom was getting really in desperate situation. So again, the Brahmanas, they were qualified Brahmanas. No, and that they saw people are desperate because there is no king. Okay, so then we will churn the body of Vena and then make a proper king. And it became. So that's what Brahmanas can do. This Krishna can do. You just have to have faith. Yeah? Yes? Hare Krishna. Well, first, then we have to contemplate about actually what is it that's stopping me. See, many times we mix up a position of a person and our personal feelings, relationships. So maybe my boss, I don't like him. So, but he's my boss. Now, if I mix that, so because I don't like him, I should not follow. But he's giving good instructions. But because I don't like him, I choose not to follow. So the authority and the relationship should never be mixed. So if it is about that, authority is telling us something, but we don't like that person, that's not good. So we should not mix our personal with the leadership, you can say. Ideally, yes, there is a good relationship, but not always there will be. But the respect should be there. Respect for the post, respect for the authority should always be there. Like we were saying, the King Vena. So the Brahmanas still they have respect for King Vena, even though he was a bad king. Only when he was starting to doing actually offenses, aparat, then he was that was not taken lightly. Look, when we start chanting holy name, it's not Shuddhanam, right? It's mechanical. But what do? So we stop chanting? No. So the respect also is mechanical. But why? Because we have no amanina. We are expecting for ourselves. I want to be respected. I desire, I demand this, that, and everyone should give me. I should be the center of attention. I should be in control of everything, and everyone should be respecting me for that. It's our conditioned nature. But when we start dealing with devotees, chanting the holy name, the heart gets purified from the anarthas. Maybe slowly, maybe faster, depends on how much we want. So the respect which is mechanical in the beginning becomes real respect. Eventually it does. So, and the process how we can develop this is Varnashrama system, Daiva Varnashrama system. This is mechanical process. Recognize everybody's mentality, recognize his position, and there are laws of Manu, just how to deal with that. You give respect to this, and you feel equal with this, and be compassionate to that. Now how you deal with them, it's mechanical. And for most people, that's what's needed. But when somebody comes above this level, then he naturally develops compassion, and there is no need for rules and regulations. The Ananamoya means what? No, the devotees, no, Uttamadhikaris, they are happy in serving Krishna, no, in whatever way Krishna wants, because they have direct connection with him. We don't. So we are connected through Guru Sadhu Shastra, and yes, sometimes we just do things mechanically, because Guru Sadhu Shastra says so. But it's not that it's not like a niyamagraha, should never become. We are trying to realize why we are doing these things. Otherwise, even chanting of the holy name. Now, if we just keep chanting mechanically, so you can chant 10, 20, 30 years and then still not get anything from it, and then you start wondering, am I doing the right thing? But if you follow the chanting of the holy name and you avoid namaparat, your chanting will improve. You will get realizations. And then, that's what we want. And eventually the chanting becomes Shuddhanam. But for that, then being humble, tolerant, not expecting but giving respect to everyone, now will develop. It's a very natural process. But mechanical in the beginning, yes. Okay. Hare Krishna. Jai Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Nitai Gaur Paramananda.